Hello everyone, this is Caden Robbins from Mike Morgan Hyundai here in Shreveport, Louisiana, and this is of course my channel where I like to review a bunch of Hyundais and geek out about them. So today I'm very excited to be taking a look at the first EV on my channel, and that is the 2024 Hyundai Kona Electric, and this thing is a class segment killer, and I'll go over why, but first let's start with the exterior. Now, I've made a video on the gas Kona before, and if you've watched that one, then you know that this is my personal favorite right now, and honestly the one I want to purchase myself. After playing with the EV version, I think I am pretty sold on the fact that I want to go electric for my next vehicle. So let's take a look up front. It's very similar to the gas Kona. However, the gas Kona was actually designed as an EV first. So this one was the original design, and then they kind of reverse engineered this one to be a gas car. So the EV came first this time around. It has LED headlights, of course, LED blinkers, which there's only halogen blinkers on the gas version. The light bar is a little bit different because it's pixelated up here, kind of taking cues from the Ioniq. Then you have that nice front design at the bottom. The active grille shutters obviously aren't needed on this one because there's no engine. The charging port is still on the front of the car, just like the previous generation there, and it is capable of level 3 fast charging. And that just closes right up there. Going around the sides again, we have these really cool wheels that are only on the electric Kona. And another thing is, on the gas version, the wheel wells, or I guess you could call those wheel wells, were black plastic cladding. On the EV, they're actually color matched to the body paint, so no more cladding on this one. Down the side, it's still the same design as the previous one with that really cool line work on the body, and you still have your turn signals. This is a limited, of course, so you do get the 360-degree camera, as well as some few other things here. Taking a look around back, it's pretty much the same, minus again, that light bar is pixelated and not a solid continuous LED. And then you've got a couple of the lights down here, and of course, they gotta let you know it's electric. We also have parking sensors down here because again, this is the limited, so it is everything that the Kona has to offer. With this being a limited, it is the only subcompact SUV on the market today to have a power rear gate. Of course, the gas limited also gets this feature, but this makes it the only subcompact EV with a power rear gate as well, because the Model Y is a lot bigger than the Kona Electric, but there's underfloor storage, there's plenty of room back here, and of course it just closes right up, real simple, comes on down, ta-da, there you go. Now let's take a look at the interior, and immediately you're gonna notice something a little different. It should have popped right out at you. So in my previous video, I made a video on the SEL Convenience Gas Kona, and it was actually this color. So Neoteric Yellow is a part of the EVs. It's in all of them. You have these little accents all down the center here. This interior is actually sage green. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but in this lighting, I definitely see the green. In direct sunlight, it looks gray. The material on the door panels is also a little different, but otherwise, it's pretty similar to the gas Kona. And that's a terrific thing. So you still have that really cool steering wheel with the new Hyundai logo and Morse code. It's still shift by wire. Of course, this is a 360 camera. Y'all can kind of hear the angelic sound that this car makes when you go into reverse. I love it. Same digital gauge cluster. The head unit is also super responsive, just like the other version. And there's an EV mode built into this one, of course, because it is an EV. So it'll tell you some stuff like what's using the most electricity at the moment, your battery status, etc. Everything else is going to be the same. So wireless charging pad, you got your cup holders that fold in and pop out, heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, drive mode selector for sport mode, snow, or eco. You can take a look at your 360 camera anytime by pressing that button here, and your parking sensors. Some storage in the middle, a nice little shelf over there. And there's a sunroof on the Limited as well, so that's really cool. So what's really impressive about this car is, for one, it gets 261 miles of range. That is on the Limited trim and the SEL trim. The base model gets 200 miles of range and starts a little under $33,000. And Hyundai is actually running a rebate, at least as of this video, for $7,500, as long as you finance through them or lease through them. And that makes this car only $2,000 more than the ICE version of the Kona, or gas version, same thing. As a matter of fact, just to put it into perspective, the unit I'm sitting in now costs $42,000, $965 $42,965. I don't know why I was being weird about that. After the rebate, $35,465. And we have a ICE Limited coming, and that one costs $33,470. So it's literally a $2,000 difference to go all electric and get the same amount of features. For some, that's not worth it. For me personally, I'm all over it. And this car pretty much only competes with two other vehicles, which is the Chevy Bolt, the EUV version, the hatchback version, and really the Nissan Leaf. I could be missing a couple other options there. But those are the biggest competitors, and this car offers a lot more. Range is fantastic. Charging is great. On level 3 charging, you can go from 10 to 80% in about 40 minutes. On level 2 charging, you can go from 10 to 100% in just 5 hours. So that's perfect for overnight charging, which Hyundai will actually help you install a charger and give you a charger, at least as of this video. Horsepower is great, 201 horsepower, which may not sound like a lot on paper, but you gotta realize with electric, it's instant torque. You don't have to wait on an engine to rev up. All you're waiting on is the tires to literally gain traction and get you going. And I gotta say, this thing is a lot of fun to drive. I've driven this and the Ioniq 5 we have here on a lot. While the Ioniq 5 is peppier, the steering on the Kona is real tight, and this car is just more fun to drive. But that's just me. I'm already a huge Kona fanatic. Taking a look into the back seats, it's practical for a small family or just a married couple in general, someone with one pet or whatnot. These are great, and the seats of course do fold down flat, so you have even more room here if you want it. And there's vents and USB-C ports down there too, so lots of room back here, a good amount of headroom. Of course, I'm 5'3", so take that with a grain of salt, but plenty of other people that work here have sat in the back of the new Kona, and they all agree, everybody fits fine. And you're still going to get America's best warranty with the 10-year or 100,000-mile powertrain/battery warranty. And you get complimentary charging through Electrify America for, I believe, 2 years. I'll put something on the screen if I'm not correct. Overall, Hyundai is still really killing it in the EV game. We actually have the second largest market share, of course, behind Tesla. But the Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6, and Kona EV are a really solid lineup right now. And again, I could easily see myself daily driving this vehicle. 260 miles of range is perfect for me. Even if I wanted to take a day trip to Dallas, I could do that and come back. With that being said, this is also a great daily driver purely because of the safety tech. It has highway driving assist built in, so it does have the smart cruise control, as well as the lane keep assist and lane follow assist. So it sees cars in front of you, it knows it's there, it sees them on the cameras, and the radar detectors also pick them up. Blind spot detection, with this one having the 360 camera, you also get blind spot view monitor on your digital gauge cluster. You also have forward collision avoidance, so unfortunately, if someone does pull out in front of you, or if it's cyclist or pedestrian just jumps out, you don't see him, the car will do its very best to stop. Same thing in the back. Overall, this vehicle is incredible. I'm a huge fan. I love the design. The Neoteric yellow accents are really growing on me, but this is a great place to start for an EV. And again, I think this is where I will start for EVs. It's a great price, it's a great value, and it also helps that it's a really cool looking car that sounds like a spaceship and looks like a spaceship. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to leave a comment down below. Thank you very much for all the love on the Santa Fe video. Welcome to all the new people around. I hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.